Hey guys, welcome to Freedom in a Budget. I'm Kelly and it is Dumping Debt Friday time, so this is where I answer all of your questions. If you have any questions for me or money wins, please leave them down below in the comments and I will be answering them in an upcoming video. So let's get to it. We have some really good questions this week. First one is from Jaybird10 and he says, I've never used Ebates or heard of it before, so is it only cash back on certain items or is it list on everything in the store? Do you have to spend a certain amount? I'm not understanding why Ebates would pay you to shop. So that is a really great question. So it all depends on the store. Every store is different that's registered through Ebates. If you go to ebates.com, you can see all of the online stores that are participating. They also have some in-store participants as well, where you can go and you just link a card to it, or sometimes I think for Best Buy, they have a little thing that you can hold up to the register and scan, and that'll participate in the percent cash back. And also sometimes they have deals where you can get percent off instant coupons as well by shopping online. So each store is different, like I said. In some stores will give you different categories. Like for Amazon, they may do 5% cash back on beauty, 10% cash back on clothing, 6% cash back on this product, this category, and they categorize them. Other stores sometimes they'll just do a straight 3% cash back. So it all depends on the store. When you go to ebates.com, it'll break it down for you. So basically, it's not really, I guess it's Ebates is paying you, but the reason why they're paying you is because those stores are paying them to send traffic to them. So they're saying that we want more traffic, so we're gonna go through Ebates and get some incentives. So I personally, there's times where I'll look for different deals and I'll look at like Walmart.com, I'll look at Target.com, I'll look at Amazon. Whichever one has the most cash back, if they're the same price, I'm gonna go to that store. If Amazon is giving 5% cash back and Target is giving 3% cash back and Walmart is giving 1% cash back, I'm gonna go to the one that has the best cash back deal. And that's if they're all the same price. So that way those stores are competing and saying, I want that business, so I'm gonna pay higher on Ebates. So does that make sense? But also you have to keep in mind that like with Target, it's also your Target Red card on top of that. So that's an extra hidden cashback deal. You get 5% off of your order with your Target Red card debit card plus Ebates. So that's a game changer right there. Next question is from DG Sunrise 86, and they said, Freedom in a Budget. After you finalize your budget, how do you tell that you're progressing with your money? Also, how do you forecast ahead of time? For example, I want to save for a house. I know I want to save $20,000 for a down payment, but currently I'm not seeing that able to save very much at all. How would I implement that into my budget? So that is a great question. Are you currently paying off debt as well, or are you just strictly focusing on saving right now? It's fine whichever way you want to go, but you just need to pick a game plan and stick to that. So see how much money you have left over at the end of the month. If you have $500 left over, then you're going to want to put that towards it. Do that for a couple months and see how much money you're able to spend and to save in your budget. If you're not able to save at all, you need to do a couple things. You need to either increase your income or you need to cut back your expenses, or both. Easier said than done, for sure. It's going to take work, but it is something that if you want to hit your goals, it's something that you need to do. So go through, watch some sinking fund videos, watch some saving video, watch some side hustle videos, figure out what you can do to get some side hustle and get some extra cash. Then once you're able to figure out how much you're able to save a month, take the $20,000 and divide it by that amount. So say you're able to save, I don't know, $1,000 just for easy math, then it would take you 20 months to save that $20,000. So figure out how long it's going to take you. And then I would do some hard self look and say, okay, what else can I cut? What else can I cut from my budget to make sure that I can hit this goal? I want to hit this goal faster than 20 months. So I want to see what else I can do, how else I can do it. Any extra money that you have come in, any bonus money that you have, any overtime money that you have, any income tax return money that you have, that all needs to go towards your fund. Now, that is what I would do if I'm being gazelle intense, if I'm being hardcore, I want to hit this goal as fast as possible, that's what I do. If you're a little bit more relaxed in it, then you don't have to be quite as aggressive, but I'm assuming that you want to hit this goal and you want to hit it fast. So that is what I would do. Also, if you're trying to save for a down payment, I would really recommend you have a solid emergency fund. Don't just go for the down payment and not have an emergency fund, because as soon as you get that house, Murphy may be knocking on the door and show up with a leaky roof or a broken AC or something like that that needs fixing. You want to have a good emergency fund that if something comes up, you can just pay cash for it. It's not fun. Saving up for an emergency fund is not a fun process, but it is so important. I see so many people that just go ahead and buy that house so quickly, but they don't have the savings, and then something happens and they're screwed. Next question is from Cheryl, and she says, I love these budget updates. If you have $100 left because you didn't eat out in February and March and you get another $100, do you record $20 if you spend it, or does it go back into your funds to be somewhere else? That is a good question. It all depends, like the last question, how aggressive do you want to be? Is there something that you're wanting to save up for? Are you trying to pay off debt? Are you trying to cash flow something or save cash for something? I personally, when I was in debt and when I was saving for the wedding, and now that we're saving for the down payment, when we were saving for the car, any leftover money, I put that straight into the fund that I was saving for or paying off debt. I did not roll it over. I just don't think that you're going to hit your goals as fast when you do that. That's just my personal opinion. I really think that it's important to really put that money aside, put that money straight towards it. Don't let it sit in your bank account. Don't let it roll over. It needs to go straight to your goals. That's how you're going to hit your goals fast. Next question is from Hannah Jensen, and she says, I cannot wrap my head around a 3-paycheck month. Mine isn't until May 3rd, 17th, and 31st. So the 17th covers until the 31st, and the 31st check covers until my next check on June 14th. How should I be looking at it? I've never been able to figure it out. Okay, so this is an intro, and this one came from my 3-paycheck, how to budget for a 3-paycheck month and get ahead on your bills. So what I would do is push the April 31st. You had the 31st, the 14th, and 28th. The 28th would be your 3rd paycheck that month, and have your bills come out of the 31st and the 14th check. So just because the 31st is technically in April, I would still count that as or technically in March. Since it's on the last day of the month, I would still count that for April's budget. So the 13th, March 31st, April 14th, and April 28th would be the 3 paychecks. The 28th would be that 8th extra paycheck, and I would put that towards whatever goal you're working on. Put the whole thing in there. Don't count it as income. So I hope that helps. But different people, depending on what day of the week you get paid bi-weekly, if you get paid on every other Thursday, every other Friday, depending on what day of the week is going to depend on when you have your 2 paycheck months. So I went over all that in the video, but I hope that makes sense. Next question is from Kaylee W, and she says, I have 8 credit cards all over the credit limit, and I get charged 25% interest rate. Oh, that breaks my heart. On every card, I literally pay $800 on credit card payments, and my balance keeps going up. Oh, girl. What I would recommend for this is I would definitely do the debt snowball. Pay your minimums, pay everything minimum except for the smallest, knock that out. Once you knock that out, go to the next one, go to the next one. You want to make sure that you're getting rid of these quickly, and as they're all high interest rate, so I wouldn't do the avalanche for that. I would just see what you can get knocked out and quickly and get them out of your life. Guys, it breaks my heart hearing people paying all this interest on credit cards. Oh, I know. If you're going to have a credit card, but pay it off every single month. Do not let that interest get you. It is so high interest rate. It's going to kill your budget. It really is. All right. Time for some money wins. First one is from Lifestyle Laura, and she says, I finally figured out sinking funds. This week I had an emergency with my dog, and I was able to use cash that I planned for. It felt great not to have to use my money I didn't have. That is awesome. Yes, and that is the importance of sinking funds. So when something comes up, something unexpected, something that you can't fit into your budget, voila, you have the cash, and it's perfect. You pay for it, you handle it, and you move on. And it's not a double emergency. So it's not like an emergency of something's going on with my pet, something's going on with my car, plus a financial emergency. And I can't pay this. What the heck am I going to do? It is only the emergency of it, and you just use your cash, you use your money, and you take care of the situation, and then it's so much less stressful. And then you can really focus on the situation. You can really focus on your car. You can really focus on your pet. You can really focus on the emergency that you have, and not have to worry about the money aspect. So that is what sinking funds are so good for. So congratulations, I'm so proud of you. Next one is from Lynn Morris, and she has a few money ones. So we're going to celebrate with Lynn. She says, I cash flowed my vision check and new glasses in January. Came in under what I budgeted and they got reimbursed by my employer. That's awesome. Have had higher prescription copays due to unsubsidized medical being added into my medical cocktail. I've still been able to cash flow it. That's awesome. I've had the opportunity of an optical medical, this is a lot of eye stuff, optical medical thing that will actually be useful long term with the results it produces. The cost makes me want to swear, but I'll be cash flowing it in the next payday, March 6th, despite it being offered for the option of payments. No payments. No. All right, and last one is only downfall of these wins is that money isn't getting into the emergency funds, but I still consider the win because the costs aren't being added to debt. So true. So true. You don't want those added to debt. So the fact that you can cash flow them, even though it's taking away from what you can add to the emergency fund, is still a huge win. All right, last win is from Zoe Elizabeth McCrae. She says, Kelly, I've got a big money win. I teach voice and I had so many new students this month that my income doubled from last month, more money than I ever made in a single month. That is so awesome. And I love that this is a side hustle for you and that your side hustle is growing. And that is just incredible. So awesome job, guys. I'm so proud of you. Thank you for the money wins. Thank you for the questions. I love hearing from you guys. All right. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.